When seniors drink beet juice and then pair it with foods that are very high in calcium, the body can quietly move into a danger zone that most people never see coming. Many older adults increase calcium intake to protect their bones, so milk, cheese, yogurt cream and calcium fortified products become daily staples. On their own, these foods are not the problem, and beet juice itself is not the villain either. But together they create a chemical situation inside the body that can slowly damage kidney health. Beet juice is naturally rich in oxalates, which are plant compounds that bind very easily with minerals, especially calcium. When oxalates meet calcium in the digestive system, they can form tiny crystals. These crystals may pass unnoticed at first, but over time they can accumulate and turn into kidney stones, something seniors are already far more vulnerable to due to aging kidneys and reduced filtration efficiency. What makes this combination especially risky is that the symptoms do not show up immediately. You do not feel pain the same day or even the same week. Everything seems fine, so the habit continues. Morning beet juice, dairy-rich breakfast, maybe a calcium supplement on top of that, and the cycle repeats. Meanwhile, the kidneys are working harder to filter out these crystals, using more water and energy than they should. In older adults who already struggle to stay well hydrated. This added strain quietly increases the risk of kidney discomfort, infections, and long-term damage. Another issue is absorption imbalance. When oxalates bind to calcium, your body cannot use that calcium properly for bone strength, which defeats the whole purpose of eating calcium-rich foods in the first place. Seniors may believe they are protecting their bones, while in reality the calcium is being trapped and excreted instead of strengthening skeletal tissue. At the same time, the kidneys are left to deal with the waste, which creates a double loss, weaker bone support, and higher kidney stress. This combination is even more dangerous for seniors who have had kidney stones in the past, even if it was many years ago. Once the body has shown a tendency to form stones, repeating the same mineral patterns increases the chance of recurrence. Medications commonly used by older adults, including some diuretics and blood pressure drugs, can further concentrate minerals in the urine, making the beet juice and calcium pairing even more problematic without the person realizing it. Many seniors also drink beet juice believing it helps circulation and heart health, which it can, but kidney health and heart health are deeply connected. When kidneys are stressed, blood pressure regulation becomes harder, inflammation increases, and toxins linger longer in the bloodstream. What started as a healthy routine can slowly undermine the very systems it was meant to support, especially when beet juice and high calcium foods are consumed together again and again without spacing or balance. When seniors drink beet juice alongside foods that are very high in salt, the body can be pushed into a confusing and unstable state that feels uncomfortable and sometimes even frightening. Beet juice naturally increases nitric oxide production, which helps relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. That effect is one of the main reasons many older adults drink it in the first place. On the other side, salty and heavily processed foods like canned soups, packaged snacks, processed meats, instant noodles, and frozen meals do the opposite by pulling water into the bloodstream and tightening blood vessels. When both are consumed together, the body receives mixed signals at the same time, and for seniors whose cardiovascular system is already less flexible, this can create sudden fluctuations in blood pressure. These rapid shifts can lead to dizziness, lightheadedness, blurred vision, headaches, and a general feeling of weakness that may come and go unpredictably. Some seniors even experience moments where they feel unsteady on their feet or need to sit down quickly to avoid falling. These sensations are often blamed on aging or fatigue, but the real trigger is frequently the clash between beet juice's blood pressure lowering effects and the pressure-raising impact of salt. The heart works harder trying to adapt, while the nervous system struggles to keep balance. This combination becomes especially dangerous for seniors who take medication for high blood pressure. Many antihypertensive drugs are designed to keep pressure steady, not to handle rapid swings. When beet juice lowers pressure and salty foods raise it at the same time, medications may overshoot or undershoot their intended effect. This can result in sudden drops that cause fainting or sharp rises that increase strain on the heart and blood vessels. Over time, these repeated fluctuations can contribute to vascular damage, increasing the risk of stroke or heart complications. Salt also increases fluid retention, while beet juice encourages improved blood flow and circulation. Together, they can stress the kidneys by forcing them to constantly adjust how much fluid and sodium they excrete. Aging kidneys are slower and less efficient, so this extra workload can contribute to swelling, blood pressure instability, and faster progression of kidney decline. Many seniors notice swollen ankles or puffiness in their face after certain meals, without realizing that beet juice and salty foods are part of the problem. Another overlooked issue is dehydration. Salty foods increase thirst, but many older adults do not drink enough water. Beet juice can increase urine output for some people due to its circulatory effects. Without proper hydration, this combination concentrates sodium in the blood, making blood pressure swings worse and increasing fatigue and confusion. Over time, this pattern can disrupt electrolyte balance and make the body more vulnerable to falls and cardiovascular stress. What makes this combination particularly risky is how common it is. Many people drink beet juice as part of a healthy routine, then eat a quick processed meal without thinking twice. The effects may not show up immediately, but with repeated exposure, the body's ability to regulate blood pressure smoothly begins to erode, leaving seniors feeling unpredictable and fragile without understanding the true cause. When seniors drink beet juice and then consume sugary foods soon after, the body can experience sharp internal changes that quietly undermine energy, metabolism, and long-term health. Beet juice naturally contains sugars that come from the beets themselves, and while these are not inherently harmful, they still raise blood glucose levels. When refined sugars from cakes, cookies, pastries, sweetened cereals, candies, or sugary drinks are added on top, blood sugar can spike rapidly. For older adults, whose insulin response is often slower and less efficient, this sudden surge places significant stress on the pancreas and the entire metabolic system. At first, this combination may feel energizing. Some seniors report a burst of alertness or warmth shortly after drinking beet juice with a sweet snack. However, this effect is often followed by a sharp drop in blood sugar not long afterward. This crash can bring fatigue, shakiness, irritability, brain fog, and strong cravings for more sugar. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes and crashes increase insulin resistance, making it harder for the body to manage glucose properly. For seniors who already have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, this pairing can worsen control and increase the risk of complications. Another hidden issue is inflammation. High sugar intake triggers inflammatory responses throughout the body, particularly when paired with drinks that are rapidly absorbed like beet juice. Chronic inflammation is closely linked with joint pain, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive decline, all of which disproportionately affect older adults. Instead of beet juice supporting circulation and vitality, the added sugar turns it into part of an inflammatory cycle that slowly damages tissues. This combination also affects appetite regulation. When blood sugar rises and falls quickly, hunger signals become distorted. Seniors may feel hungry again shortly after eating, leading to overeating and weight gain despite having consumed enough calories. This pattern can be especially frustrating for older adults who are trying to maintain a healthy weight or follow medical advice. Weight gain driven by blood sugar instability increases strain on joints, worsens mobility, and elevates the risk of heart disease. Gut health is another factor. Sugary foods feed harmful gut bacteria, while beet juice increases blood flow to digestive organs. Together they can promote gas, bloating, and discomfort. Particularly in seniors with sensitive digestion, Over time, an imbalanced gut microbiome can affect immune function and nutrient absorption, further weakening the body's resilience. Many seniors assume that because beet juice is natural, pairing it with dessert is harmless. The real issue is not the beet juice alone, but the way it amplifies the effects of sugar. The body processes liquid sugars quickly, leaving little time for regulation. Repeating this habit day after day trains the body toward instability rather than balance, quietly eroding energy, metabolic health, and overall well-being without obvious warning signs. When seniors drink beet juice together with foods that are very high in iron, the body can quietly take in more iron than it actually needs, and this excess can slowly become harmful over time. Many older adults assume iron is always beneficial, so red meat, organ meats like liver, iron-fortified cereals, and supplements are often consumed without a second thought. Beet juice has properties that can enhance mineral absorption, which means when it is paired with iron-rich foods, the digestive system may pull more iron into the bloodstream than the body can safely manage. Unlike some nutrients, iron is not easily expelled once absorbed, so excess amounts tend to accumulate in tissues. As iron levels rise beyond what the body requires, oxidative stress increases. This process creates free radicals that damage cells, blood vessels, and organs. For seniors whose natural antioxidant defenses are already reduced, this damage adds up more quickly. The heart is especially vulnerable, as excess iron can stiffen arteries and increase the risk of heart disease. The liver also suffers because it stores iron, and long-term overload can lead to liver inflammation and impaired detoxification. Another concern is that too much iron can worsen insulin resistance. Studies have shown that excess iron interferes with how the body handles glucose, which is particularly risky for seniors who already struggle with blood sugar regulation. Drinking beet juice with iron, heavy meals may quietly push the body toward higher inflammation and poorer metabolic control, even when diet choices seem healthy on the surface. This combination can also affect the digestive system. Too much iron often causes constipation, stomach pain, and nausea, symptoms commonly dismissed as normal aging. Beet juice speeds up circulation and nutrient delivery, which can intensify these side effects and make digestive discomfort more persistent. Seniors may begin avoiding meals or eating irregularly because they do not feel well afterward, leading to reduced nutrient intake overall. Many older adults take iron supplements without realizing their blood levels are already adequate. When beet juice enhances absorption on top of supplementation, iron can reach unsafe levels surprisingly fast. This is especially dangerous for men and postmenopausal women who no longer lose iron regularly through menstruation. Over months or years, the build-up can silently increase the risk of cardiovascular problems, joint pain, fatigue, and organ stress. What makes this pairing deceptive is that the effects are slow and subtle. There is no immediate pain or dramatic reaction, so the habit continues unchecked. Seniors may believe they are supporting energy and strength, while in reality the body is carrying a growing burden it cannot easily release. Beet juice is powerful and beneficial when used wisely, but when consistently paired with iron, dense foods, it can tip the balance from nourishment into overload, gradually undermining long-term health and resilience. When seniors drink beet juice with heavy fried and fatty foods, the digestive system and cardiovascular system can become overstressed in ways that slowly drain energy and increase health risks. Fried foods like French fries, fried chicken, and battered fish and greasy fast foods are difficult for the body to break down, especially as digestive enzymes naturally decline with age. These foods sit in the stomach longer, slowing digestion and making nutrients harder to absorb properly. When beet juice is added to the mix, its active compounds are absorbed unevenly, which can cause fluctuations in blood flow and blood pressure that the body struggles to regulate smoothly. One of the most common issues with this combination is digestive discomfort. Seniors often experience bloating, nausea, acid reflux, and a heavy feeling in the chest when beet juice is consumed alongside fatty meals. Beet juice increases circulation and stimulates digestive activity, while fried foods delay stomach emptying. This mismatch can irritate the stomach lining, leading to ongoing discomfort that many people mistakenly attribute to aging rather than food interactions. This pairing also interferes with the heart's workload. Fried foods increase inflammation and raise unhealthy cholesterol levels over time, while beet juice works to improve blood vessel flexibility. When consumed together, the body receives conflicting messages. Blood vessels attempt to relax while fatty compounds thicken the blood and promote plaque buildup. Over time, this internal tug of war reduces the benefits of beet juice and increases strain on the heart, especially in seniors with existing cardiovascular concerns. Another hidden problem is energy imbalance. Fatty foods require more effort to digest, drawing blood toward the stomach for longer periods. Beet juice increases blood flow throughout the body, including to muscles and organs. This can leave some seniors feeling weak, sleepy, or dizzy after eating, particularly when standing up. The risk of falls increases when digestion diverts circulation. At the same time, beet juice lowers blood pressure slightly. Fried foods also interfere with nutrient utilization. They can reduce the absorption of certain vitamins and increase oxidative stress. When beet juice is paired with these foods regularly, its natural antioxidants are used up fighting inflammation instead of supporting circulation and cellular health. Over time, this reduces the overall benefit of including beet juice in the diet. What makes this combination especially deceptive is how normal it feels. A glass of beet juice with a meal seems harmless, and fried foods are often eaten occasionally without immediate consequences. But repeated over time, this pairing places unnecessary stress on digestion, heart health, and energy balance. For seniors whose bodies recover more slowly, this ongoing strain can quietly contribute to fatigue, discomfort, and reduced quality of life without a clear cause